This is female jewelry. I'm going to show you a masterpiece, I think. These garnets were considered to be divine almost. So this is very, very precious actually. The figure in this saga is called Gunnar Ormstunga. And that means the tongue of a worm.
Curators from Nordic nations are delivering ancient artifacts, loans for the new Nordic Museum's opening exhibits.
Academic credibility has been one of the things the museum has been focusing on. We really are the only museum in the world that has a specific focus on the Nordic region.
But many of the artifacts here are all Ballard.
They would mount it on huge fishing boats so that the cleaning and gutting of a fish could happen on board. This was the first piece we moved into the museum because it is so heavy. And so we moved it here back in about September of last year when there were no walls still, it was just the frame of the museum. So this is the Nordic America section of the museum. So you come up the grand staircase and go into the Nordic region and then cross the bridges to bring you to Nordic America. We have a lot of toys from boats that were made out of wood. And my favorite is this little blackboard from a Danish summer camp, and it has a little drawing of a cat and katt on it in Danish. We have a Finnish sailor doll and an Icelandic doll wearing a traditional folk costume with real human hair. A lot of special pieces in this case.
1 mile south of the former site, the new museum's Modernity has the whole staff abuzz.
It has enhanced features in HVAC and security, so we can now take world-class exhibitions that we weren't able to in our old facility. We have a contemporary Nordic arts exhibition that's going to open the new building. That's really exciting.
Arriving later this year,
The Vikings begin, and it's exactly what it says. It's recently unearthed artifacts from the Vendel period, which is the very short period that sort of gave birth to the Viking Age.
being unearthed today, more new arrivals, some on their first trip to the U.S.
It's a clay pipe. The industry for making clay pipes were quite vast. They smoked a lot.
We have brought things like axes from the Stone Age, from the Bronze Age as well. We have brought jewelry for women from the Viking Age. We have brought a rune stone and a pitcher stone and a sculpture of St. Bridget from the medieval time, our national saint. In every Viking Age grave, you have a comb, both female and male. So that says that they were very, very anxious about their hair and about looking good. And decoration in Scandinavia during the late Iron Age, it always means something. This is supposed to be two animals, and you can see the eyes here. This is one animal, and it's called the Fenris wolf from the Nordic sagas. This is a necklace of the Viking Age woman. Yes, a bone and amber. Yeah. And this is gold foil. And this is kind of Millefiori style.
Our story is meant to inspire people to look at their own stories in terms of their own family stories of immigration, their own cultures, their own backgrounds. You don't have to be Nordic to come to this new museum.
The museum's commitment to serving as a community center will definitely continue. Historically, we run somewhere between 135 and 150 programs for the community. And again, not just the Nordic community, but for the community as a whole. Everything from the New York Times to Architectural Digest to Thrill List. We've been ending up in the top 2 or 3 or 4 most important museum openings happening around the world. It's not a very Nordic characteristic to get all proud and excited about something that you've been involved with. It's making me feel very proud, honestly.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.